headers. They done sat overnight. They all cleaned up and everything. All cleaned up, sanded down. And I say cleaned up, but I'm still gonna go over them with some more water and a grease and wax remover. And I actually got my paint today, the high heat flat black. So it doesn't come in satin black, so I gotta get the flat black. And what I did was went on ahead and got the flame proof satin clear, because I don't want it flat. So this is what I'm gonna be using here: the primer, then the paint, then the then the satin clear. But this is what they look like, prepped and ready to go. And let me get my grease and wax remover. Here it go, right here. A little grease and wax remover. Get me a rag and wipe everything down, and then we'll be ready to shoot some primer. Set y'all right here. Just pour some of this on there and wipe them down. Cause even you definitely want to make sure you clean everything real good. Cause even like you could have oil, natural oil from your hands or whatever on here. So no matter how clean you think you are, you may not be as clean as you think. So you definitely want to wipe these things down, because you don't want any oil to mess up your paint. I actually should have grabbed me some gloves. I'll probably go grab me some. Want to touch them with my bare hands. It's cleaned up now. We're gonna go ahead and start off with our primer. Of course, read the directions that say lay coats on. The first coat should be thin, and you're gonna lay the coats on 10 minutes apart. And I want you to shake this up, I think for 2 minutes. But of course, I ain't gonna let y'all sit through all this, man. We gonna speed this thing up. And for the first coat, you just really want like a light dusting. Paint don't come out too light for this primer. This is after 3 coats of primer on just this side, and No, I ain't no professional. I ain't got the little thing hanging up from the ceiling where I can do all sides at the same time. So I'm gonna do one side, then I'm gonna flip this thing over, and then do the other side. So this is what it's looking like so far with 3 coats of primer. And then I'm gonna flip it over and do 3 more coats. It told me it's ready to, the instructions say it's ready to handle after, what, after 30 minutes. So I'm gonna wait 30 minutes and then we're gonna flip them over and prime the other side. You can see that hooker competition a little better now. Like I said, not perfect at all, but it's gonna be better. That's all we're looking for. It's better than it was before. Better than it was before. All right, this is after the primer. This is after the primer. So we got about 4 coats of primer on here, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be doing the actual paint. So the paint itself will probably be about 4 coats as well. So when it comes to the paint, like I said, I've gotten mixed reviews on whether this VHT paint, header paint, works or not. Some people say it works, some people say it burns off as soon as you start the car up and the headers get hot. But what I've found from, you know, talking to people is the ones that say that the paint burns off as soon as the headers get hot is because either they didn't prep it correctly or they didn't cure it correctly. There's actually instructions for curing this header paint. You don't just put it on and jump in the car and ride. You actually, there's a procedure for curing it in the vehicle and a procedure for curing it not in the vehicle. So let me grab this. Oh man, y'all see how sad this thing looking here? Ain't no motor, bitch. She coming though. But anyway, got the flame proof. There's instructions on here of how to cure it. Man, let me find it. Man, this a bad can. Oh look, the instructions all messed up. Oh, this one cut too. Okay. So, oh, here it is. The curing instructions are here. Off the vehicle, bake at 250 for 30 minutes, then let cool for 30 minutes. Bake at 400 for 30 minutes, let cool for 30 minutes. Bake at 600 for 30 minutes, let cool for 30 minutes. All right, then on the vehicle, you run at idle for 10 minutes, then cool for 20 minutes. Run at idle for 20 minutes and cool for 20 minutes. Then you run under normal conditions for 30 minutes, then let cool. So yeah, a lot of people don't follow those instructions. They just paint it and ride. But you have to, there's a curing time for this. You gotta let the headers heat up and then cool down. Heat up, cool down, heat up, cool down. Whether you do it, you know, with the oven out of the car or whether you do it in the car. Of course, I don't have an oven, so I'm gonna be doing it on the car, along with my cam break-in whenever, you know, whenever we get there. But just want to let y'all see this. It then got dark on me now, but they look pretty good. You can even see the name on it now, Hooker Competition. I think they came out pretty good, y'all. Especially from where we started from. This was in there. I think they had to actually dent that to get it in the car good. But yeah, it's looking good. We back. We out here with it again. Got our primer laid on. It's the next day. And now we're gonna clean these things up again with our grease and wax remover, because I've been touching them with my bare hands and everything, getting oil on them or whatever. So we're gonna clean them off, and then we're gonna go ahead and start spraying our paint on them. If I can get this set up good, that look pretty decent. So of course, we're using our flame-proof high temp paint. And we're gonna do, I guess, 3 or 4 coats of it on each side. And then after we do that, we're gonna go in and do the satin clear. Definitely clean this thing good first. Wipe everything down. No problems with no grease and stuff. Grease, oil, whatever. So they said that first coat should be pretty light. Dakota be as light as possible, but this paint comes out pretty thick. So as long as I don't see it running or anything, I'm gonna just keep going. Shake this thing up for a few minutes, for like a minute. Shake that motherfucker up. Shake that motherfucker up. Yes, sir. They're already starting to look better, y'all. This is just one very light coat. One very light, well, I say very light, but this shit ain't very light. It's just the first coat. It was kind of hard to do a real light coat because it comes out so thick. But this is what we looking like after the first coat. We're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes and then come back and spray our second coat on. All right, so this is after 2 coats. Just on this one side, of course. This is after 2 coats of the flame-proof flat black. Yo, if y'all still here, I don't know who's still on here, man, but we done made it to the end. The headers are done, and I'm about to go ahead and reveal the finished product to y'all, and you know, we're gonna see what happened. Like I said, I've heard mixed reviews on this VHT header paint or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, I have to check shit out for myself. So, you know what I'm saying? If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. But like I said, I heard a lot of people that it didn't work for. It's because they didn't do the prep work or they didn't do the curing process. And like I said, I already talked to y'all about the curing process. You got to heat them up for a certain amount of time, let them cool for a certain amount of time, and do that like 3 different times. You can do that either on the vehicle or off the vehicle. I'm probably gonna do mine on the vehicle, but I'm not sure yet. But I'm definitely gonna do the curing process because I don't want no problems. One of my homeboys, he actually sprayed his headers on the car. No prep work or anything. I'm pretty sure he had brand new headers though, so he didn't have any like rust or corrosion or anything. But he used the VHT high heat paint on his car, on his headers, in his car. No prep work, no curing time or anything. It's been done for months and they still look the same. So all this stuff I've been seeing online and this talk of, you know, the stuff not working, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it until I see it, like for sure. So especially with knowing my homeboy did that and his worked just fine. Like, the paint didn't burn off or anything. Like, he literally just sprayed it under his hood on the headers and he been riding and they still look the same. So anyway, this is the end of the video. Hopefully y'all made it this far. I don't know if you skipped through it or what, but hey, I appreciate everybody that even watched it or even clicked through it. Hey, I appreciate you following through, you know what I'm saying? And y'all been rocking with me. Hopefully I get more people to rock with me. Y'all share, Like, comment, subscribe. Like always, we up to 700 subscribers now, and it's only gonna get better. Like, we got way more to come, man. I got my wife's truck, the 86 Silverado that I told y'all about, short bed. I got my son's 87 Cutlass Supreme. It's coming. Both of those cars in South Carolina, but definitely it's coming. As soon as possible, y'all gonna see it. We got more stuff coming, man. Like, you know, it ain't only the Monte Carlo. We gonna be doing some other stuff too. But y'all stay tuned, man. But without any more talking and bullshit, I don't know, y'all probably already skipped through it, whatever. But here they go. The finished product. The same headers. Them same rusty ass, bum ass headers y'all saw from the jump. These are it. 3 coats of primer, 4 coats of paint, and 2 coats of satin clear. These what these things look like. I didn't really care for the flat. And you know, y'all been seeing my that big old dent right there. It's still there. It's still there. But man, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Like I said, I was not looking for show quality. I was looking for my quality. 87 SS boy quality. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put on for nobody but myself. I'm putting on for myself. Y'all let me know what y'all think of how they came out, which I think they came out really good. Came out a lot better than I expected. But now the test is to see if this paint holds up to what they say, you know, it's supposed to be. Y'all remember when this was all rusty, you couldn't even see, you couldn't even read what it said. Now look at that. Hooker competition. Had to bring them in. It's raining outside today. I'm glad I got it in when I could outside with my painting and prepping and all that stuff, because now it's raining out. It was even hailing earlier. It's crazy. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, I mean, like I said, I'm satisfied. I am definitely satisfied. Definitely satisfied. Definitely got its flaws. I mean, they some old headers. Y'all saw how rusty they were. Rusty, pitted. They was on the car when I bought it. And I done had the car, I done had this car like 10 years now. But I'm just now being able to start actually putting some work into it and working on it. So these headers are very old. Very old.
Yeah, yeah.